Huh? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogreboy and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1992 movie Alien 3. So this movie is directed by David Fincher, and I think it was his directorial debut. I'm not for sure. If it's not his debut, it's one of his first movies. And in this movie, after escaping with Newton Hicks from the alien planet in the previous movie Aliens, Ripley crash lands on Fiorina 161, a prison planet, and it's host to this correctional facility with all these different prisoners in here, and it's all male prisoners and stuff. And when she crashed, apparently Newt and Hicks didn't survive the crash. They were killed instantly, and Bishop, the android from the previous movie, also is destroyed. He can't function and stuff, so he's pretty much dead too. And Ripley's the sole survivor and everything. But apparently there was a xenomorph on the ship, and it starts wreaking havoc in this prison, and Ripley is trying to survive, and also not just the alien, but also these crazy prisoners as well. And it all comes down to the big climax where she gets impregnated by an alien and has to sacrifice herself to save the prisoners and everything, and she jumps into this fire pit and an alien bursts out of her chest. This movie has never been one of my favorites. It's actually the reason I don't watch the Alien franchise very much. It's to me it's one of the worst sequels in a franchise. I just really do not like this movie very much at all. It totally undoes everything that happened in Aliens at the very beginning of the movie, and everything totally undoes their victory. It was like the entire point of them winning was pointless because they die at the beginning of this one anyway. There was no point in keeping them alive then, and everything. And it was just a very disappointing route to go. And the story is just not near as good as the first two movies. I absolutely love the original Alien movie, and I liked Aliens a lot. I think it's a really great sequel. This one is it's not even a step down. It's like jumping over all of the steps down. It's just such a bad movie, and has really terrible special effects. That the xenomorphs look really, really horrible in this, which is really sad, seeing that the first Alien came out in 1979 and holds up really, really well. This movie came out 30 years ago, and it doesn't hold up hardly at all. The sets are probably the best thing about it. It had some pretty cool sets, I guess, but nothing new or groundbreaking. And like I said, they look a lot better in the previous two movies. And the xenomorphs, they look really fake in this movie. I think they used early CGI on them, and they look terrible, and everything, which is really sad though, because like I said, the first one came out 15 years earlier, and it looks way better. Actually, it probably wasn't quite 15. I'm definitely misadding that, or subtracting or whatever, but I'm terrible at math, y'all. but yeah, this movie is just, I don't really care for it. The score is really generic. It just feels like it wasn't very good. And I think that the studio messed with this one a lot, but I don't know how much this was the studio and how much it was just the story. I've heard David Fincher himself even hates this movie and says that nobody hates it more than himself, which I don't know. I've seen a lot of people hate on this movie, and there are, like I said, there are a few good parts in here with the aliens doing some of the kills and stuff, but you mostly root for these characters that die. Most of the ones that die in here aren't very likable anyway, and just, it isn't a very good movie. I just really don't like this one very much, and it's one of the reasons I haven't revisited this franchise very often, because I really don't like watching this one. And all franchises have that one movie where it's not as up to par with the others, but this one is definitely one of the worst out of those type of movies, for sure. So I'm gonna give this movie a 2 out of 10. I'll give it a point for some of the kills and a point for Sigourney Weaver as Ripley, because even though the movie itself isn't very good, she still is doing her best and trying as Ripley, and she's still good. I'll give the points for that, but that's all I can really say. I don't really care for this movie very much. It's one of my least favorite sequels of all time, and it's definitely my least favorite out of the Alien movies that I've seen so far. I haven't even seen all of them yet. I still have at least 2. I still have 2 more Aliens left that I haven't seen yet, so I'll see what I think about those when I get to them. But this one I didn't really care for, and it's one of the reasons I haven't really stayed caught up, because I haven't really wanted to, because of how much I didn't like this movie. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you thought of Alien 3. Do you think it's as bad as most people say, or do you think it's just an alright movie, or are you one that actually loves this movie? I'd love to hear your thoughts if you do, and everything. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.